Mega Man is back. So no longer will fans far and wide have to go and suffer from the Mega Blue Ball Syndrome that they've been enduring for years, especially after Capcom decided to go shit can after shit can after shit can after shit can. So many different Mega Man titles. Poor Blue Bomber wasn't getting any love, but now we can mega bust in our fucking trousers to the announcement of the Mega Man Legacy Collection. Though, with the announcement of this brought me great joy and hope even for the future of the Mega Man series and a great amount of disappointment. It's interesting to go and talk about this. I'm going to tell you about the details about it and then why, but I even be disappointed about it. I'm happy about this announcement because we're getting Legacy Collection has Mega Man 1 through 6. So the Famicom/NES classics all bunched together. You gain challenge versions, which are like, take NES Remix, apply it to Mega Man, or like ROM hack versions of it if you've ever played some of the Mega Man ones. And there you go. Achievements, trophies, leaderboards, and oh, and art. I forgot. They have a whole shit ton of art that you can go and unlock. Now, it was interesting whenever they announced that it's going to be $15. It's going to be on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. That right there, and keep in mind something else, that this is announced right after the cartoon series was announced, and the rumor is going around that they got a new producer over at Capcom who's working on revitalizing and resurrecting the Mega Man series and starting anew. So that right there, it seems like they might have some kind of renewed interest in the Mega Man IP and series in general, which would make a ton of sense considering that Mighty No. 9 did super fucking well. And oh, I don't know how many fucking petitions with hundreds of thousands of people were going and clamoring to go and see something like this. You're willing to go and send off the character to a Nintendo platform where they do much more with it than you have within the past fucking decade, but you know, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a goofball that makes YouTube videos. But now, here's one of my problems with it. The first one is going to be this little gem from 2003. The Mega Man Anniversary Collection. I've had this fucker since it came out. I bought this shit from Media Play. Went on break, went and picked this up, played the shit out of it. Was so happy because I didn't have all the Mega Man games at the time. This has 10 Mega Man games. 10, and it came out in 2003, and the bonuses and extras that it has in it is a fuck ton more than what's going to be offered in here. Now granted, there's a big time price difference because if I'm not mistaken, this was like maybe 40 bucks or so whenever it came out, whereas that's going to be 15. But the thing is, the Legacy Collection is digital only. No plans of a physical release whatsoever. And this has been kind of true to form for Capcom since everything outside Japan lately, Strider, the Resident Evil remake, the Phoenix Wright, have all been released digitally, but in Japan, they're all physical. So North America, fucked. Europe, fucked. Australia, fucked. Japan, oh yeah, they're fine. And I don't understand why they don't want to make physical versions of it, because me as a business, I would want to offer up both of them just to be able to make sure they have all my bases covered, because there are some people that prefer physical and some people that prefer digital. It just makes sense. And considering it's a Mega Man game, I mean, how many more fucking people do you need to have banging down your fucking door, fucking Mega Busters armed and ready, fucking E-Tanks all piled up, and they're fucking like shooting them up like they're Bane and shit, and they're just like, fucking give me a fucking Mega Man game. Like, how many more? You know, and this shit makes no fucking sense. But this has so much more in it. I don't get it. You get the first 6 Mega Man games, and a Legacy Collection, okay, somebody could argue, well, it makes sense, they're focusing on Famicom and NES, okay, but that had 10 games. Why couldn't they have just done Mega Man 1 through 10? We haven't even seen 9 and 10 physically released at all. This would have been an ample opportunity to go and fucking make people happy. And if you're gonna do Mega Man 8, always go with the Sega Saturn version. Always. Trust me, it's better. It just has more, and it looks nicer. But point being that it's a missed opportunity. I think about some of the other titles that they could have tossed onto her, like Mega Man Powered Up on PSP. That right there is a remake, and it's not bad. It's pretty damn good. If they included that, that would have been fucking amazing. What about Mega Man Soccer on SNES/Super Famicom? What about that? Why couldn't you include that? I have no fucking clue. Mega Man Battle and Chase. It's a fucking racing game. I mean, I can have all of the old school robot masters driving around with Mega Man. That shit sounds amazingly fun. I personally have never gotten the chance to play it though, so wah wah wah. Let's see, what else? The Mega Man Power Fighters games, there's what, 2 of them? Include those. The point being is that there's a lot of pre-Mega Man X games that they could have tossed onto this that are not there, and I don't understand why. I mean, are you saving this shit for later? You know, to me, it makes no sense. If there was ever a time that I was trying to go and recapture the good faith of a bunch of jaded fans who just swore off my company, it'd be to do something like this, to go that extra mile. Hell, here's how you go the extra mile. Keep in mind, these are just simple-ass ports. Just ports. Why couldn't you have taken a road of DuckTales Remastered and really went all gung-ho on the first 6 Mega Man games and remade all of them? That'd have been fucking awesome. Hell, you could have just remade Mega Man 2 and called it a fucking day in HD, complete with sprites, voice acting, all that shit. Holy fuck, dude. People would have went nuts. That right there, and I don't want to ever hear the, well, that's going to take a lot of money and time and effort. Look, WayForward did it. There's tons and tons of talented people out there that have the resources, that have the ability to go and make something like this happen. So they would be so goddamn proud to go and work on a game franchise that's as important as the Mega Man series, let alone as work with a company as big as Capcom. That's a fucking foot in the door that everybody wants to have. And that's part of your resume, for good. That would be fucking amazing. Can you imagine that shit? You know, and I know that I keep on talking about the would-be could-be's of this, but with an announcement like this, when I hear that Mega Man's coming back, when I hear rumors about that there's going to be a new Mega Man game on the horizon, when I hear about all this shit coming together, you know, it makes me excited, but I want it done right because I value the franchise, I respect the people that went and created it, and I get that there's been a lot of fucking bad blood between fucking creator and company and shit, that it was all personal, but you are a business at the end of the day. You do not go and decide to go and throw all this shit to the side and give yourself as much bad press and PR that you have, because all you do is take the people that made you into something, from the developers to the fans, and you push them all away, thus putting yourself in a very vulnerable position. And you don't fucking want that. You don't want to go and become shit. That's all that there is to it, you know? I mean, fuck, but I wouldn't give to be able to see Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, all the Mega Man X games, just a big fucking collection. Can you imagine that? One big fucking collection? That's like a little statue, like the Super Mario Brothers one over here, there's Mega Man and Roll, and Proto Man, and Wily, and Dr. Light, and a whole bunch of other, and fucking Rush, all of them on there. Make it include a book like this, right here. By the way, I watched Happy Console Gamer's video on it, that's why I ended up picking up. This book is fucking amazing. Has a bunch of awesome shit inside of it. Any Mega Man fan should actually have it. It sucks that the X version of that is so fucking expensive. But anyway, include some shit like that. Remix tracks, actually, but include some soundtracks in it, because the Mega Man, like, arranged soundtracks, holy fuck, dude. If I could get guitar arrangement soundtracks physically for some of the Mega Man games, which have phenomenal music. He's called Rockman for a fucking reason, and music always played a very important key factor into Mega Man. That would be the shit right there. You know, put that shit out, people would eat it up. They would fucking love it. You know, I want us to do well. I know that there's so many gamers out there that haven't had the time to experience a franchise like Mega Man, because it's been so long since the last Mega Man game was even on a major platform, let alone was given the AAA fucking budget and time and energy. You know, when was the fucking last time they really invested themselves into it and went all out, like they did with shit like Resident Evil 6, for example? You know, it's been a long time. And considering that's like, that character right there is the face of Capcom. And I got a question for all of you. Does anybody find it just kind of weird and suspicious that this is releasing around close to the time the Mighty No. 9 is going to be coming out? Just wondering there if I'm the only person who noticed some shit like that. Just kind of wondering, you know, back and call, and we're gonna have rock and roll and shit, and just have them in one big fucking grudge match. As a matter of fact, maybe that should be one of those deathmatch battle things. Maybe? Possibly? Who the fuck knows? Anyhow, the idea that this is happening, and why the fuck isn't there a Wii U version? I still can't get over that. Why isn't there a Wii U version? It started on fucking Nintendo, for fuck's sake. And there's no Wii U version, no 3DS version, no Vita version. We're getting PS4 and Xbox One, no PS3 version, no 360 version. We're talking about basically higher-end emulation, and I don't fucking get it. It just seems silly, you know? Fucking silly as shit. Either way, I want this to do well, but the question is, are people going to be invested into something like this, which is merely just a small portion of what was already offered to them 12 years ago? That's a good question right there. You know, as Capcom kind of pushed people so far away that even in good faith, in doing something and really trying hard, that this wouldn't even be able to win them over. I mean, we are officially getting a Mega Man game, so that's kind of nice, and we're potentially getting a new Mega Man game. I'm just hoping this doesn't turn to like Sonic Boom 2.0, because holy fuck. What's worse than canceled Mega Man games is Mega Man games that make the entire series look like absolute fucking dog balls. Oh god. That shit right there. Don't fucking need that, especially like, please, Mega Man games, fine, you can have this one. And just like, no, and then everybody implodes like a fucking dying star. So, Mega Man Legacy Collection, yay, nay, don't really give a fuck because you're too busy playing other things and you'll be spending your money elsewhere. Don't like the fact that it's digital only. Do like the fact that it's the old school Mega Man games and those are what you grew up with and that's what you really like. Maybe you're going to pick it up just so that you can support it so you can see future Mega Man games. There's a lot of people that do stuff like that just because they want to go and show the company, yes, there's still invested interest in this from people like me. Here's some money, now you know, make the fucking game happen. Either way, you've heard my opinions, thoughts, feelings, and a whole bunch of other wacky horseshit about it. Either way, this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on.